Today's video is going to be all about the reasons that your makeup is not turning out the way you want it to. So let's stick around and get into the video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Megan Yvonne if you're new. If you are a returning subscriber, a new subscriber, welcome back and welcome to the family. So some of the main reasons that your makeup isn't turning out the way that you want it to, it's not giving that beautiful masterpiece at the end, has to deal with your skin prep. And I know I've said it time and time again in my videos, skin prep is vital to how your makeup turns out. So that means making sure your skin is moisturized, making sure your skin is clean. Cleansed skin, yes, making sure your skin is clean. Ladies, if you schedule a makeup appointment, please, I beg of you, do not come to the makeup appointment with makeup on. Okay, let's just say that. Do not come to the makeup appointment with makeup on. Matter of fact, one of the things that I tell my clients is to come with cleansed skin. Nothing on your skin, no moisturizer, no serums, no topical anything, because I'm going to moisturize your skin when you sit down in the chair, and I'm also going to assess your skin to make sure, see what kind of like skin, challenges that you may have and how I need to correct that while I'm in the chair, while you're in the chair, and while I'm working with your skin. So don't come with any type of makeup or anything on your skin so we can get the best result at the end possible. Another reason that your makeup is not turning out the way you want it to is that you are applying your makeup in the incorrect order. So if I want a full glam face and I'm not applying my makeup in a way that makes sense, it's going to show. If I'm not applying enough product, it's going to show. I'm like, oh yes, I want a full glam, I want a beat face, but I'm doing my face like a 5-minute makeup look. I'm using minimal, like it's not going to turn out that way. So making sure that you apply your products in the correct order, and that in order that makes sense. So making sure that you apply your primer, making sure when you place your foundation, whether you're doing underpainting or whether you're going to apply your foundation last, have a method or a reason that you're applying things that way. For me, I like applying my concealer, then I like applying my blush, then I like to go back on top of it. Now some people apply their blush and then they apply their concealer because they want their blush to be visible, but they want it to be a little toned down. So having a method to your madness, understanding why you're applying your product and when you're applying your product and why those two marry together. Another reason that your makeup may not be eating, it may not be giving what it's supposed to give, has to deal with how you are using your brushes, right? You may be using the incorrect tools, the incorrect brushes for what you're trying to achieve. I do have a video talking all about the brushes that I love, the brushes that I recommend, so I will link that for you. But a reason that your makeup is not turning out has to deal with your brushes. Whether you're using dirty brushes, which, why are you doing that? Or you're using, your brushes in the wrong way. Now, obviously, there are ways that you can multi-purpose, multi-use a product, and I stand for that. I am a big fan of that. But if I'm trying to get a full coverage look, I'm not going to use a brush that's going to give me a sheared out coverage because I'm going to be there forever. Now, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but if I can help it, and if I know the difference, I'm going to choose a more dense brush, meaning that the fibers of the brush hair are more packed in. That's going to give me a fuller coverage, and it's going to give me a smooth canvas. So knowing the different types of brushes and knowing what they use for is going to really step up your makeup game. That your makeup may be like a little on a, it's something quite not, I don't know, it's not right. You may be using the wrong makeup. Yes, you may be using the wrong makeup. You may be using makeup that's more geared toward dry skin versus more oily skin. If you have oily skin, essentially your skin is dehydrated. and it's pushing out. It's pushing out. It's like, here's some hydration. I'm trying to give it to you. That's why it's producing so many more oils for you, right? But if I'm using a dewy product and I don't know how to work with that product and set it properly, by hour 1, hour 2 in my makeup, it's going to look like I fried grease on my face or something, or I'm ready to fry something on my face. So knowing which products work best for your skin, and this goes back to skin prep, knowing that if I have challenges with my skin, if I have larger pores, if I have an oilier T-zone, knowing that I'm going to select products that coincide with that to correct those issues as best as I can during my makeup application, so that, you know, the makeup lasts and it looks beautiful for as long as I need it to. Another reason that your makeup may not be good is not only using the wrong makeup, but using the wrong shade, right? So using the wrong shade is a big reason, right? Because think about it. If I'm using a shade that's maybe 2-3 shades lighter than my skin tone, and for me, because my neck is on the darker side, I always match to my chest. I don't match to my neck, and that's one of the issues with the Sephora matching tool. They don't match your forehead and they don't match your neck. Now, if you have even skin, hats off to you, that's going to work for you. But for me, I match my chest so I can match everything, right? Typically, your face, for most people, your face is going to be lighter than the rest of your body, and you want to match your body to your face, right? So I match my chest, and in doing that, I can see, okay, this is the shade colors I need. But if I go 2 to 3 shades lighter than my chest, right, which would typically be like my concealer color, and then I do 2 to 3 shades lighter than that shade, I'm already at a deficit. My color is already going to be off, off, off. So making sure that you are matched properly and that you're choosing the correct makeup shade. Now, using the correct lighting, if you can sit in front of a window, if you can use natural light, better. That's so much better for you. But if that's not what's available to you when you're doing your makeup, making sure you have adequate lighting, because you don't want to do your makeup and be like, oh, this is beautiful, and you get out in public and it's like, girl, did you have a mirror at all? Like, what happened to you? So making sure you have adequate lighting and that you can see your makeup really well, and you can see it from all angles, okay? Another thing I would suggest is using 2 mirrors to do your makeup. Using one for up close. Now, you don't have to have like a stand-up up close mirror, you know, a magnifying mirror and all that stuff. But if you're using your compact and, you know, your larger direct mirror, that's good, so you can see your makeup and make sure that oh, I need to fix this, or maybe this isn't right. That's something that you want to consider when you are doing your makeup, okay? And also taking a step back so you can see your makeup from a distance as well, because you're like, oh, this looks good, this looks cute, and then you see it out in public, or somebody sees you out in public and they're like, what happened? Something didn't coincide. And blending down your neck. You don't want that, okay, this is where her makeup stops and this is where her skin begins. You want to blend on down. Another reason that your makeup is not doing what it's supposed to do is that you're hardly applying your products. So that means that you're putting on your moisturizer, you're putting on your primer, you're putting on your foundation, and you see you're just doing it really, really quickly, but you're not giving your products the adequate time to absorb into your skin. And that is so important. You want it to absorb into your skin, you want it to do its job so that it can work its magic, right? I also suggest that you want your foundation to set. You want your concealer to set a little bit. You know, you want to give your products the adequate amount of time to dry down so that they look their best. Makeup may not be doing well is that you're not setting your makeup. If by the end of the day or by the end of a couple of hours of wear and it's all cracking up on your face and you see splotches and you see differences and you know your texture is peeking through and all those things that you don't want, you probably didn't set your makeup correctly. So that means you didn't use the powder or you didn't use a setting spray, and those are important If you would like me to go more into detail about any specifics on this, I would love to do that for you. So go ahead and comment that down below. Let me know if you have any challenges. You're like, I don't know, it's something about my makeup that's just not, I'm following all the steps. I'm doing all the routines, but something's not, it's not doing what I want it to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of the family. Over here, I share videos on Tuesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be a part of the notification gang and let me know that you are tuned into my videos. Also, while you're here, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, helps get my videos out to more viewers and more eyeballs, and we definitely want that. We're definitely trying to grow the family, so go ahead and do that for me. And while you're here, go ahead and watch another video. I will leave the links for you in the card, so go ahead and watch another video and go ahead and comment. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!